Edwards passes to Ford. Free throw line jump shot. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Now here's Calderon. And the first half is now in the books. Kansas leads by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second half. More college basketball coming right up. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
Smith in at shooting guard, and it's Terry in at the 4 spot. And for Texas, they've got Edwards, also Ellis out there. Turner is out there with Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4-man position. Now here's Doherty. They set the pick. Here's Edwards. Offline with his 3.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Smith in at 2 guard, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. And for Texas, Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty. Then it's Turner, and it's Ford in at the 4. Longhorns shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Texas trails by 7. Ellis kicks to Doherty. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Doherty's got 5 now.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Lee kicks to Oubre. Smith on the wing. And he feeds it to Gaines. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Pulls from the top of the key. And the Jayhawks again can't hit.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Doherty. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Ford with the steal. To the middle, Lee with the steal.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set. They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Smith right side. Terry dishes to Smith. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Smith, he's in at shooting guard, and it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. A platoon swap here for Texas. Here is Blair. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Jayhawks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Now, here's Blair following the miss by Freak. And Rush kicks to Richmond. 5 on the clock from past the arc. Rush gets the bucket.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
The drive by Smith. It's rebounded by Blair.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Aussie's checked in for the Jayhawks. And Texas with a change here, too. Thornton's checked in. .144 left to play in the second half. Out left to the wing. Here's Rush. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Dedmon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
On the free throw, no good. Davis is checked in for Texas. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2.
Missed a chance to put them up 3. That's going to affect how they set up on defense this trip now.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Gaines is checked in. Picked away. Calderon kicks to Smith.
Been a good night for Smith. 10 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Oubre is checked in for the Jayhawks. Lee comes in for Duncan. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Pass to Hudson. And here's Edwards. Out of bounds. Kansas will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Terry's checked in. Jayhawks leading by 4. Smith for 3. Rebounded by Hudson.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Here's Ellis. No good. And Kansas the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. And it's Smith penetrating. And he lays it straight in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Lee against Edwards. Hudson kicks to Edwards. The dish to Hudson. From 13, here's Turner. Nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And Texas making a change here. Ford's checked in. And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try.
2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
And here's Texas. .27 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Pulls it from the elbow. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
How can you stop that? With the crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. And here's Texas.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
Ellis can't get it to go. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for Kansas. Free. At the line for 2.
He hits the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Here is Blair. And Warwick kicks to Richmond. Launches it. And the miss. And so the Jayhawks take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for joining us.